Chairman Mursall, Natural Resources Committee. They've pretty much gone over everything that I would have spoke on, but I believe you need to hear that it is, in fact, a bill that needs to be done. And I want to speak on behalf of my neighbors. I live in Wood County, right next to Representative Malevsky there. And some of the arrogance I saw here today, quite frankly, is appalling. I don't believe that my neighbor that lost his 1,000-pound bull to a wolf would like to take exception to some of the things he's heard here today. Also, the neighbor that lost his 400-pound pig, sow pig, wouldn't think much of it either. This bill will help take care of some of the problems we have in the state. I don't think anybody, including the Wisconsin Bear Hunters Association, wants to see the timber wolf extinct, but we need to do what is necessary to get these animals under control. Are there any other questions?
Representative.
My question for I suppose is regarding the hunting of the wolves with dogs. In all honesty, when I do my research and looking into it, do you expect that, having seen what dogs do, a wolf pack can do to hunting dogs or trailing hounds, do you expect this to be a realistic hunting option for folks? I mean, what a wolf pack will do is let those dogs run them for a while, and they can go for a long ways. They're not going to go up a tree like a bear. It's a different animal. It's been done. They'll let them run. Dogs will get warned. They'll turn on them. They'll cut them to pieces. Unless we're talking about getting Borzoi or Irish Wolfhounds back in Wisconsin. And those are very rare breeds. And I don't know, I mean, is that something that you have a concern with? I mean, is it realistic to expect to be able to effectively hunt wolves with
That's dogs? A very good question. A very good question. I'm glad you asked it because I think it needs to be brought out here. Realistically, chasing them with hounds, and in fact, I sold a pup to a young fella. He was 16 years old, and I do know what a pack of wolves can do with a dog. I have pictures of it. I have lived it. And the arrogance that none of us have here hurts me. I don't like it. But there are hounds, there are dogs. The Irish Wolfhound is one, and the Rhodesian Ridgeback is another. There are dogs that can chase wolves. And as far as the hunting of wolves, that does not start till after deer hunting with hounds. It's not, I've heard about this, other things that the reason we can't have it. That's not right. There are hounds that, and there are more than just those two breeds. But those are the two that I know a little bit something about. And they can do it, yes.
I mean, I guess the issue is going to be, and maybe this will take a while, I mean, do we have the skill set and knowledge I suppose it's going to take some time, but is there a skill set and knowledge out there for folks to actually be able to develop an effective wolf hunt, essentially an effective wolf hound? Like I said, the three breeds, like I said, the breeds I know, like I said, the Ridgeback, the Borzoi, and the Irish Wolfhound. I know Borzoi and Irish Wolfhounds are quite rare.
Right.
Maybe we'll get a new breeding industry started, but I mean, is it realistic to? My concern would be you're going to get guys that really think that, let's put some wolves on put some dogs on the wolves, and you end up with a real mess. I mean, it just could be bad for everybody involved at this point. Would it be something you'd be better off holding off on, possibly, with the wolves?
Certainly, it's a consideration. Certainly, it's a consideration, but and it'll take a couple of years for, especially as the wolf gets wiser, because he will. Right now, I know Representative Clark took umbrage to the fact that they're brazen. They are brazen. I've seen them run right across the field, right behind Representative Rowink's house, my representative. And they'll do it in broad daylight. If that's not brazen or whatever you want to call it, then I'll have to disagree with you. And I've seen it. I coyote hunted since I was 18 years old. I'm right now 58. And when I go out looking for coyote tracks right now because I'm retired, I find more wolf tracks than I find coyote tracks. there are no coyotes left. And there are no deer left where I live either. We've got to do something. As far as training these dogs, it's going to take a couple, 2 or 3 years. But anybody that trains dogs knows that that's the case. It's the same thing when we try to do it with bears. It takes time. But it's something that I believe will be able to help us. I think once these wolves get smart to these other hunting techniques, trapping and calling, I've talked to several people that trap and call coyotes in the western states. They said it's a lot easier out there than it is here. And it's going to be the same way with the wolves. Don't fool yourself. If you think it is, you are. They're going to get smart, and if we don't put every tool in the toolbox out there, they're going to get away on us.
Thank you.